The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Oh my god, I did it again. I'm vengeance, guys. AW in the house. What's up, guys? What's up on this beautiful Wednesday night? What's up? Hope you're all good. Like I am. I'm well, doing good. Hope to see this chat start popping soon. Right? Right? Hope to see this chat pop. Got a busy Netflix. Netflix calendar, I guess, schedule for me. Um, plan to be very busy tonight. Very busy tonight. Sorry for a little dead air here. So I gotta get some stuff up. Harrison Ford. Yeah. All right, Harrison Ford. Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about. Harrison Ford. Okay. Sorry, I was just searching up an article. I didn't. I'm surprised they did not make the major trades. Okay, I'm surprised they did not make the major trades this report on Harrison Ford. But before we get into that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Okay. So we're gonna, right? So yeah, so we're gonna talk about the Harrison Ford in MCU, Marvel. Okay. All right, we're gonna talk about Harrison Ford. Yeah, specifically Harrison Ford. Right? Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. I'm a little distracted. The fucking team. Fuck my phone, man. Fuck my phone. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm here. I'm back. Sorry. I had to fix something on my phone. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about something else. There's Marvel later. All right. Sorry. Oh, Jay Casali's here. Andrew Casali's here. I haven't seen Andrew in some time. It's been a while. Okay. Maybe you've been listening. I don't know. Whatever. It's good to see you. All right. Let's get on with this. Okay. I'm surprised no major trades has picked this up or like major, but well, actually, does come from Variety. Does come from Variety. He did an interview with Variety, an interview with Variety. Okay, I'm not reading this long article. It's an interview with Variety. It's a really long ass article. I don't really want to go read the whole fucking thing. It's not just about Marvel. It's about basically his whole career. So I'll just get to the Marvel part. So I'm going to read it off here. I'm not going to show it, but I'll read it off here. In an interview with Variety, Ford was asked if Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has convinced him to appear as Red Hawk again in the future movie, to which the actor simply responded, no. 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 Ford one-word answer will likely disappoint a portion of the fandom who waited years to see the Red Hawk on the big screen, only for him to show up in the final act of Brave New World, get defeated by Captain America instead of the Hawk, and then get locked away, now seemingly never to be seen again. However, at least Ford can be recommended for not giving fans cannot be commended for not giving fans false hope, as most actors would have chosen to answer the question with the tried and true never say never. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, they do say that. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he gave a one-word answer. One-word answer. And with expensive budget, it's going to make over $1 billion. Don't worry, it'll make its budget easily. Okay? It'll make over $1 billion. It'll make its budget. Don't worry. If it's 1.5 billion, it would do well. It's going to make its budget. It's Avengers Doomsday. It's an Avengers film. It's an Avengers film. Okay. All right. So, a one-word answer. Now, you have to understand Harrison Ford's sense of humor. Harrison Ford, he seems like if you really look at his kind of characters, right? He really seems like a rugged. The roles he plays seems like a rugged type of character he plays, type of person, like rugged type actor, right? It's the roles he plays. But if you really see Harrison Ford in his interviews, he's actually quite, how can I say it? He's actually quite, not to see if he's quite, not creative. He's different. His sense of humor is very different. He has a very sense of humor. A very strange sense of humor. So when he says I can answer like nope to that question, it can really mean yeah, he's not coming back. But he really means that he's not going to give confirmation. He's not going to give confirmation interview if he is coming back. Maybe not yet. Maybe he's not allowed to say, because sometimes some actors that are signed up to the MCU, Marvel, they're not allowed to specifically say. Sometimes. You want to keep it for surprise. Do I feel like his character, Thunderbolt Ross, President Ross, do I feel like in the end of Captain America Brave New World that his character is done? That he's done? I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel like there's still a role for him in the future. I guess. Yeah, he can't be president again. Obviously, there has to be a new president, right? He's going to be impeached. He has to go through the impeachment process. Right, so there's gonna be a new president, but do I feel like his story is done after one film? Red Hawk? No, I feel like there's more to him. There's more for his character Thunderbolt Ross, Red Hawk, in the future of the MCU. I don't know when, but the thing with Marvel, especially the live characters, even though actors that play certain characters say they're done, like Batista and Gamora, right? Dave Batista as Drax, Zoe Saldana as Gamora. You should really say never, especially living characters are still alive. You really never say never. You really don't. Okay? And him just saying no, it could just be his sense of humor saying, or just him being blunt, saying nope. His sense of humor is very blunt, blunt like sense of humor. Okay, it's very. He's an 80-year-old guy. He's in his 80s, so his sense of humor is very old. Like it's a very old like sense of humor, right? And old, how old people are. Okay, how they are. Old people like Harrison Ford. Okay, how he is now. Okay. So yeah, he's in his 80s. That's all true. I don't know if he's yeah, like, we can't say, right? He's in his 80s, right? So age is a factor, but he did say he's never going to retire. He's not going to retire from acting. He's not going to retire from acting, guys. Like he'll act till he dies. He says he's not retired from acting. Okay, so expect to see him. So Ford already replaced though. That's the thing. He already replaced William Hurt, who passed away. I mean, it would look really stupid to replace him again. But it's. I do think maybe it's possibility that maybe because I would think if Kevin Feige and Harrison Ford talked since Captain Brave New World, they probably talked about it's not like they caught up and just had a friendly chit chat. No. They definitely there's probably a chat, a meeting about what we want you back in a future film or future show or something like that. Right? So it's like they don't. Kevin Feige doesn't just have regular lunches with cast members and catch up as friends. No. This is a if he's talked with Ford since Captain Brave New World came out, this is definitely a meeting of what we're thinking of having you back. We want you to have back. We just got to find the right time, the right time to have you back. Now Ford might be thinking that I'm 80s. I'm in the 80s. I don't know how much time left I have to live. Don't plan to quit acting, but I may be committed to other things and not exactly waiting in the rings for the next Marvel movie. Like he could be like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to wait 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years for my next time to be in the MCU. I may not be alive in 10 years. So I'm going to work on these other films that are not Marvel related and not part of a franchise. Okay, Red Hawk versus Red Hawk. That's not happening, man. We're not getting that. Mark Ruffalo's the Hawk. That's not happening. Okay, now where is the grassy? Where's my friends? Where's my other members that I? Where's my gang? I know, but wishful thinking. Okay, but maybe he saw how Captain America: Brave New World, maybe the whole production behind the scenes with that movie, how the movie was received and financially, how poorly financially it did. Maybe he's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to come back to this. I don't know if I want to come back to this. Because of everything that went behind the scenes with Captain America: Brave New World, and then also when it came out, the movie. Maybe he sees that and be like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. Maybe cold feet. I don't know if I want to do this. I heard he was supposed to sign for 2 movies, but it might just be one. So So, and I actually thought Thunderbolts was supposed to be one of them. I did think Thunderbolts. There were early rumors that he was going to be a Thunderbolts, but obviously that's not the case. Yeah, I don't know if you liked it at all. I don't know. That's a good question. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Just what I think. I think he was okay with it, but I think he was disappointed. Mostly disappointed because of how much that movie changed. And the idea of the Red Hulk at the ending, and how they kind of in the trailers, how they kind of deceptively deceived us with the exposure of Red Hulk, like making things seem like Red Hulk was going to be a lot in the film instead for the last 10 minutes of the film. There was even posters of the Red Hawk's hand, hand, yeah, hand. There was, things like that. Like the trailers made it seem like Red Hawk was going to be in the film a lot more than 5 to 10 minutes of screen time. Maybe I was disappointed in that. Maybe it's disappointed how much time they cut out of the Red Hawk character. And I think there was a different story too. There was also a different story to tell, right? In the movie, you gotta remember there was a bunch of reshoots for this film, a bunch. And this film, you could tell it totally suffered from behind the scenes problems, tons of issues, right? You gotta remember Giancarlo Esposito's character. I'm forgetting the character's name, but Giancarlo Esposito's character was not supposed to be the original cut of this film. They added him much later much later. They were supposed to have a Serpent Society. We were supposed to literally have the Serpent Society in this, and they cut. The Battle Angel, she's the main character. That Rosie Salazar was supposed, I believe, Diamondback. I think she was supposed to play Diamondback. Supposedly, she was supposed to play Diamondback. Yeah, she was supposed to play Diamondback, Rachel Layden. Um, and she was supposed to have scenes with Seth Rollins of WWE, but those scenes were cut. Okay, so yeah, they were supposed to have Diamondback in this film, and Diamondback is a well-known character among the Captain America part of the Laura Marvel. So they cut her. Okay, they cut. So yeah, the Serpent Society. They totally cut the Serpent Society, but they had and they replaced them. They kind of replaced the Serpent Society with Giancarlo Esposito's group, basically. Okay. And I wonder if it's just he didn't like the movie. He didn't like the movie it was in. He has also no interest in coming back. Really, no interest in coming back to this film. Okay. Well, I don't know. when he just gives an answer like nope, it sounds like yeah, he wasn't happy. But it can just be a sense of humor too, like because he does have a very different sense of humor where it's kind of like he seems like a rugged, serious guy, but like his sense of humor is opposite of the characters he plays, right? With Han Solo, Indiana Jones, a lot of the characters he plays, okay, it's very the personality is kind of similar, but his real life personality is the opposite, right? So I don't know, but that answer just nope. It's just a straight up nope answer, one word answer. Doesn't give a detail, and you have to take actors in the MCU their words their words uh, with a grain of salt at times. Okay, with a grain of salt because sometimes they can't say much. Sometimes they do say, "Yeah, well, I'm going to be back," or sometimes, "Yeah, or I'm not going to be back." Right? The thing is, the thing is with people when on internet, on X, whatever X, Instagram, when we hear an actor that's participating in a Marvel movie, right, and they say, "Yeah, I'm not going to appear in this," "No, I'm not going to be in this and this," we automatically go to a point where automatically everybody believes, "Yeah, he's just saying that," or "She's just saying that." Yeah, yeah, she's for surprise. Sometimes they mean what they say. Sometimes they are not coming back. Okay. Sometimes if they say they're not coming back, they're not coming back. Okay. 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 Yeah. Some of them say that because they don't want to ruin a potential surprise. Here's the problem, though. Here's a problem. Like if some people are saying they're coming back in Avengers Doomsday, Anthony. So some characters coming back in Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday script it's not a fully script when they go in production. Avengers Doomsday is kind of directed on the fly, so they can't really say this. They can't really say this actor says, "I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back to MCU. I'm done." You can't just say yeah, but they're just saying that because they're just saying that for a oh my god moment Avengers Doomsday. But here's the problem: Avengers Doomsday is they're still filming without a script. NDA sometimes, yeah. NDA. They're still filming without a script too. Okay. Here's the thing. What could he possibly do in the future of the MCU, right? Because it seems like his story is kind of done. Done after being locked up in the what's it called? Locked up in the is that the vault, right? What's the prison called in MC Marvel now? Is it the vault? Whatever. Seems like he's locked up, right? His story's kind of done. He makes up with his daughter and regrets everything is done, right? But is there a new story with this guy? I mean, you can't really do a new story with Thunderbolt Ross because the guy is 80 years old. So the actor is over 80 years old, right? So what you could have him with smaller roles as a supporting character going forward. Look, why not? Why not do this? We were Marvel fans, MCU fans. We got Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Ross. We freaking got Betty Ross, right? Betty Ross, right? Yeah, Anthony. Betty Ross, right? The daughter. We got Mark Ruffalo. We got She-Hulk. We got whatever. Why don't we get to a point where? Because I obviously it's because it's fucking Universal. Probably that's why. But why can't we get to the point where Hulk, Betty Ross, and Red Hawk in the same movie? Okay, I think there's a story there. Okay, what? Okay, man. If not Red Hawk, why not the Red Hawk? What's her name? It's Red She-Hulk. Betty Ross. Okay, the Betty Ross Hawk. She becomes her Hawk version. Why not? We can't do Thunderbolt Ross. because the actor is over 80, so and maybe his story is kind of done. I don't think there's much you can do, but you can still use him in some capacity, but not as a main like a main story, a main arc. But what about just using you see his daughter? What about having a daughter become? Because I think there's a story there having a daughter become the Red She-Hulk, Betty Ross. Obviously, the problem is we can't. The Hawk movie. The Hawk movie is Universal, and I don't see why Marvel Studios could just not just go up. Kevin Feige just go up to Marvel Universal and be like, you know what? We got these Hawk characters. We got Mark Ruffalo's Hawk. We got She-Hulk. We got Thunderbolt Wasp. We got Betty Wasp. I don't know why we can't do a Hawk movie right now. We got this perfect setup. We don't need a solo Hawk movie anymore. We don't need a solo Hawk movie, okay? We technically don't need a solo Hawk movie, okay? But we could do something with these Hawk-like characters, okay? What's up, Sideways? Obviously, with Betty Ross, if she becomes a Red Hawk, it would have to be different than how Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Wasp, Thaddeus Ross Hawk became the Hawk, because we know how, if you've seen the movie, you know how it becomes Red Hawk. That's because of Leader and all that. Leader manipulated the pills he was giving him and all that. But with Betty Ross, it has to be something different. How she becomes her version of the Red Hawk. Okay. I silly question. Why do you universe have the rights to Hawk that long? They haven't done a Hawk standalone or made anything Hawk related besides making Hawk right in one of the universe. Yeah, that's a good question. I think unlike Sony, I don't know what the rights revert to. I don't know how long they're for. You know, Red, you've been quiet all day. I haven't seen you all day in the chat, man. Where have you been? Where's Blinded? But with Universal, I don't know. Maybe it's that they their ownership of the Hawk is different than like Sony. Different than Sony. Sony has to keep right. Like Sony has to keep making Spider-Man Blade kind of movies to keep the rights. Maybe with Universal it's different, a different kind of deal that they negotiated before. Marvel Comics, Marvel as a company sold to Disney, bought by Disney, right? Maybe it's a different kind of deal. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if Degrassi's here. Degrassi probably has a better idea because I know Degrassi would know a lot more. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yeah. No. One. Yeah, this is hilarious. You gotta see something. You gotta see this in the chat, guys. Yeah, this is fucking hilarious. You were on Twitter. You didn't say anything in the DM group. Okay, Scott Lang in the chat. It's in the chat. Okay. I don't know. Because there's so much they could do with the Hulk. I mean, if they believe, like, obviously, if Universal didn't have the rights to the Hulk, there'd be a Hawk movie right now from Marvel Studios. There'd be a Hawk movie right now, and they would have made a Hawk movie a long time ago. Marvel Studios would have made a Hawk movie a long time ago. No question about it. Okay, that's a no doubter, man. Hawk should get a reset. That's really up to Universal. Okay, Incredible Hulk. It's an Incredible Hulk Hogan. Okay. It's no. I have no doubt about it. No questions about that. I would assume We keep hearing about this rumor for World War Hawk film for 4 or 5 years, right? So I was been hearing it for 4 or 5 years, okay? Since the beginning of the multiverse saga, okay? Everybody's saying we were hearing these movies about World War Hawk film, Midnight Suns film, the Scarlet Witch film, whatever. We're like nothing. Okay, there's nothing. Yeah, I'll be recasted by you, Red, because your name is Red. Because your name is Red. You already have your name. You already have your name. Red. Okay. Okay. We're like seriously. Who's been saying they're gonna have a World War Hawk film? Like they've been saying that for 4 or 5 years. Okay. So I hear the same stuff, Red. It's they don't know, man. They just assume. They just assume. That's funny, huh? You know that if you call me a racial slur, I have to time you out. We're not calling people racial slurs on here. Okay? I don't care. I have no nonsense for that stuff. Okay? No, I'll take away your this is serious. I don't do that stuff. Okay? Just to get on? Alright. Anger me too much. I'm waiting for blinded. I'm actually I'm a little I could let you on, but I'm waiting for blinded. I'm waiting for Degrassi to be in the chat too. I need to ask Degrassi something. All right, so you haven't been here all day, Red. I know you've been watching AEW. I watched AEW tonight. Okay. Okay. I do plan to upload a video a little bit after the stream. After the stream. I do plan to upload a video that I have saved. Okay? I have saved. That you all know. I like Dynamite. I liked it. That the Young Bucks losing. Darby Allin gained the Darby Allin. Oh my! What Darby Allin did, he beat her Yuta. Mercedes Moné is back. I like this. I like Alex. I like Alex Winter. Seems like there's MJF. It seems like there's heat. There's heat on MVP. MVP. Like he's not likable or whatever. Kyle Fletcher. All that. Of course, you have to do a photo, a painting, right? And you have to make Don Castle look jacked. All right. What's up, Degrassi? There's Degrassi. I hope he did. Did you see that clip? Did he see it in the DM group when I posted? I'm talking. Well, so I do want to talk about what I do want to talk about also. Which is going to also be a video, which I do plan to upload. I actually wanted to show you the video on here, but I haven't uploaded it yet. And the problem is, I can't talk about the video if I put the video in the StreamYard interface. I won't be able to talk about it because I won't be able to stop it and then talk about what she's saying, play it again. You know, I can't do that. If I upload a video right to YouTube, I could, but I can't. I haven't yet. So, but I do. But I do want to talk about something that's really ridiculous. Okay. From Grace Randolph, which will be a video. I have trimmed down. It's about 6 minutes long, the video. I trimmed it to make it a little shorter because as I was watching the video, advertisements came in. And so I trimmed out the advertisements, okay? Trimmed out the advertisements. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So I watched her stream, not live stream, but her stream about Spider-Man Brand New Day 4 days ago. 4 days ago, all right? So I skipped most of it to the Mephisto Sacha Baron Cohen part. Okay. Now, why did I mention Mephisto Sacha Baron Cohen? Well, simple. If you've seen the tank picture from the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day, you would see the demon horns, right? A demon head and horns, right? So she automatically got to the idea that it's Mephisto. Mephisto, okay? Yeah, she already thinks it's Mephisto, and she's convinced it's Mephisto. So her points are ridiculous, it's sad, and pathetic. Her points are okay. First point. There was a Brand New Day was after Spider-Man. What's the comic? I'm blanking. Oh my god. The one before when when Mephisto races the marriage of Peter and MJ. So right, with the after Civil War. What's it called again? You guys know. It's something New Day. Is it All New Day or something? All New Day and Brand. Okay, so and she brought up a point that after in No Way Home, One More Day. Yeah, I think so. In No Way Home. The Doctor Strange spell to fix the multiverse, there's a price and all of that. You know what happens. Everybody forgets who he is. Michelle Jones, MJ doesn't know who he is. Yeah. Okay. One More Day. Yeah, One More Day. Okay. Yeah, that's the one when the marriage. Peter has to sacrifice the marriage so that everybody forgets who his identity is after Civil War, because in Civil War, he takes off his mask and lets the whole world know that he is Peter Parker. And One More Day is about that. And Brand New Day is a Brand New Day, right? But you saw No Way Home. So she sees a demon She sees a demon like logo, graffiti paint, whatever, and posted on the tank. So she automatically thinks it's Mephisto, right? Mephisto, because we technically did get Mephisto MCU recently, and Ironheart. Okay. That's not the dumb idea. Really dumb. Here's something fucking stupid. Stupid that'll make you laugh. It actually made me laugh. Blinded called her theory dumb. Okay. She thinks Mephisto. She thinks Mephisto is the only demon with horns. Well, she mentioned that somebody suggested in the chat that can be Mr. Negative and Inner Demons. She did mention somebody in the chat mentioned that to her, right? So she thinks Mephisto is the only demon with horns. And that made me laugh. That made me laugh because I'm like, the devil is not the only one with horns. It's not the only demon with horns. There's other demons that have horns. It's actually a very common thing with demons. They kind of have horns. Okay. And Mephisto, if I'm looking at the pictures right now, Mephisto doesn't have horns. His demon form doesn't have horns. Okay. I'm looking at this comic book picture. Mephisto doesn't have horns. Okay. He kind of has a little bit like elven type ears, but he doesn't have horns. Mephisto doesn't have horns. Okay. I'm looking at this picture right now. Mephisto doesn't have horns. Okay. But there's demons that have horns. But okay. He doesn't have horns. I'm literally looking at the picture. I'm not like the comic book version. Not okay. He doesn't have horns. So that theory thrown out the window. Okay, and she doesn't. She no like I'm looking at the comic book pictures, like his true form. His true form doesn't have horns. He does have like ears. But my point is, I think, and I think she thinks that Mephisto is the only one would have horns, and no other demons would have horns. Demons have horns, okay? Demons have horns. Some demons have horns, but also, I don't think she knows what the inner demons are or Mr. Negative. She did bring the thing is she did bring him a picture of Mr. Negative when somebody brought up in the chat. When bring up the chat. She did when somebody brought up the chat. She did bring up a picture of Mr. Negative. But the picture is from Spider-Man, the video game. Yeah, from the first one when he had shorter hair. Because you know in the Spider-Man 2 he had a lot more hair, right? So she brought that up, okay? And she's dismissive. She still thinks it's Mephisto. Okay? Now, let's say this theory is true. It's true. Let's say this theory is true. It's Mephisto. What or who? What was Spider-Man? Because to me, Spider-Man, I know he made a deal in the comics, but I think he's the type of character that shouldn't make a deal with the devil. Even if Tom Holland is still young, the version of Tom Holland's college years, I think he's the type of version that the character shouldn't make the deal with the devil. But the thing is, what would he want back? Everybody to remember him again? What would he want for everybody to remember him? Nah, that's just a cop out. That's just a fucking cop out. And it basically it's not exactly a retcon, but I feel like a retcon, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly like the Grassy's saying there. It's ridiculous. What would he want? Punisher make a deal with the devil? Punisher? I think it'd be better if the Punisher made a deal with the devil than Spider-Man. But I don't think it's Mephisto. I don't. What does Mephisto want? What would Mephisto want with Spider-Man? But maybe it's just because the only thing I can think of Mephisto want with Spider-Man is honestly, it's maybe to crop his innocence. Because to me, Spider-Man is the most innocent Marvel character there is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean Captain America is good at two shoes, but I feel like Spider-Man is the epitome of innocence. Like the only thing I can see Mephisto be interested in Spider-Man is to see how much. To test himself. Basically, Mephisto to test himself that he could corrupt. Not ugly. I was gonna say ugly. Arguably the most innocent MCU hero. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, it can't work with Iron Man because he's not a very innocent person. I mean, Iron Man's dead. It can't. You know what I mean? Like. That's the only thing I can think of Mephisto is. That's why I don't think it's Mephisto in the movie. It'd be ridiculous. It'd be dumb if it was Mephisto. No more Mephisto, please. He's an Ironheart. Let him be a Ghost Rider villain. He might be more than a Ghost Rider villain in the MCU. Just to let you know. Now, okay. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago or 2 months ago, I did make a video on Mephisto, a possible future Mephisto. I did mention him and being a brand new day. Okay. That's just me spitting out ideas because if he was a little involved with Spider-Man with one more day, obviously. But that's just me spitting out ideas. All right. Okay. And when I made a video, I did not believe that at all. And I still don't believe it. Then I saw the tank with the demons. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely Mr. Negative and inner demons. That's not Mephisto. First of all, Mephisto would not have a militia or a gang. Okay? That's not Mephisto's way. That's not Mephisto's style. Mephisto doesn't do things like that. Mephisto is a bargaining kind of demon, right? Yeah, he has his own agenda, but he makes deals. There's no selfish gain. He's not someone who wants to take control of the world, wants to just take over New York, control, Yeah, Mephisto doesn't have to think. Mephisto's not the type of cause a gang. Has a gang of humans and tanks and machine guns or anything like that. He's not that type. He's not the type to do that. That's not Mephisto's style. Okay. There are Marvel characters with horns. Exactly. Demons. Okay. To me, this is not Mephisto, and we all agree it's not Mephisto. I think it's not really a good theory because it doesn't make sense for Mephisto. This is grounded. This is supposed to be grounded. Yes, you have characters with powers, but you're going to introduce magic into this. Too. You get science. This and then magic. What's next? You have Ironheart's going to be in this film. It's not Mephisto, man. No evidence points to Mephisto. It's fucking inner demons. That demon with horns, that passed all over the tank. That's clearly inner demons. And I know some people are saying, as of yesterday, oh, Mr. Negative is not in the movie. It's not in the movie. And because apparently some concept art come out like Japanese style, whatever. You know what? I don't know really, but I still think it's Mr. Negative. Okay. I don't know why they would. I don't know any Japanese villains that are Spider-Man related. I don't know why they would have their hand in Spider-Man. Can't they focus on? I know they have Scorpion. Can't they focus on Spider-Man villains? Besides, I know they have these other smaller villains rumored to be interested, but like, why the hand? Why the hand? We could save the. Okay. Might as well have Daredevil make a cameo in this movie. Okay? If Spider-Man cannot make if Spider-Man is not allowed to be in the Disney Plus shows, why not have Daredevil make an appearance in this film? Right? Why not? Yeah, I don't believe there's a second. I don't think Silver Samurai and Viper is going to be in it. What are they going to do? They're going to pluck out Silver Samurai and Viper from the Wolverine movie from 2014, and they're going to from their universe, and they're going to put them in this movie. Come on, it's fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Might as well have Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Hugh Jackman be in this film too. Let's have Hugh Jackman in this film. This is why, to me, Sony should just come out and say who the lead villain is. It's no big deal. I don't get why it's such a big deal to keep it a secret. And this is a red herring. But this is now who the big villain is. Please. You did with Mysterio, do with the Vulture. I know you didn't do it with No Way Home until... Well, actually, you did do it No Way Home. You did. Dr. Octopus coming back was confirmed. That was official. I think Electro Sandman was official. But I don't think Green Goblin was official. But we did... Some of the villains for No Way Home were became public. And some were surprises. Okay? That's true. But here... who cares? It's not the villain, man. You're not seeing the Punishers in the film, the Hawks in this film. Those are not surprises. What to me, this is not who the main villain is. Please, your gang leaks on set, right? And they're public, man. These are very public. I mean, you don't see much in its first few days. You don't see as much leaks for Avengers Doomsday on set leaks and stuff like that. But this is becoming public. Just announce who the villain is. Just make it public, man. Come on. Just make it public. I don't want to wait for the fucking trailer to see who the main villain is. Because that'll be for a while, the trailer. Probably till next year. Just do it, man. That's all I'm asking for. Just show us who the main villain, who the big bad is. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Okay, it's gonna it, it's gonna make the news. It's gonna make the rounds. People are gonna be talking about it on X, YouTube. I mean, if it ever gets announced, I'll make a video right away. If I'm home, of course, I'll make a video right away. I may even do a stream on it. Just do it. Why are you keeping it so secret? Man, I don't understand. Why do we keep it secret? Multiple villains. Yeah, but like I want to talk the big bad. Just get who the big bad is. Because it will get leaked. It will get leaked. If there it will get leaked. And I just think I just think it's stupid hiding it. Hiding it. Look, they didn't announce who Sadie Sink is playing, right? Obviously, they know Sadie Sink is in the movie, but we don't know who she's playing, right? Right? Okay, she's surprising. Okay, some of you maybe I don't know. Exactly, just come out and say it's Mr. Negative, or just come out and say something. Or I don't think it's Venom. I don't think Venom's gonna be in this movie. This movie doesn't scream Venom to me. Well, the Black Symbiont technically is in that universe, but Carly? Who's Carly in Spider-Man? She's a red. Just come out, Sonny. Just come out. A brand new character? Man, that's a letdown. Honestly, that's a letdown. Because brand new characters don't catch on in Marvel MCU. Because MCU has done a history of brand new characters, but they never catch on. Sadly, they don't catch on. I think they never catch on. Brand new characters they never catch on. Sorry, like they don't. Nobody. They don't. They just don't make an impact. Really. Fuck. They should. They should have to be somebody else. I mean, like, if it's like Angelica Jones, Firestar, fine. I mean, like, that's better. But I don't know. But a brand new character, they don't. Brand new characters just don't. Nobody's interested. Nobody like talks about brand new characters. I've been in MCU. Who the? Nobody talks about fucking Darcy Lewis. Okay, Darcy Lewis is like the epitome of the brand new character in the MCU. Kat Dennings' character. Nobody fucking talks about Darcy Lewis, even though she's been in the comics. I mean, kind of recently put in the comics like a year or two ago. Nobody fucking talks about Darcy Lewis. Like that's like I guess that's technically the most recognizable brand new character. But overall, nobody really cares. Have her play somebody that people know. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's ridiculously dumb. That's my thoughts on But I'm not. I don't work for Sony. I don't work for Marvel Studios, so they can do what they want technically. Even though I think what they're doing is dumb if it's a brand new character. They just don't catch on. They never catch on. All right, so I have nothing else. Blind is not here. Nothing else to talk about tonight. And not really a short stream, I would say. Hawk not street level. Okay. Reboot Spider-Man. So this rumor of description is she's a brilliant forensic scientist who becomes a mysterious ally to, but her impulsive investigation instincts lead her to uncover an organization. So it should. Oh, maybe she's covering the inner demon, Mister Negative's organization. Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. So she's a forensic scientist that works for the police. She's kind of young for to be a forensic scientist. I mean, so she works for. Maybe that's what she is. Maybe the connection. Maybe the connection to the inner demons, and right? Maybe it's just connecting to that. The inner demons and Mr. Negative. Maybe that's the organization she's trying to cover. I mean, that kind of makes sense. But Carly. But here's the thing. Okay. She's playing. Oh, Blinded. I think Blinded is right. If she's playing a character named Carly. I think she's playing Carly Cooper. Okay. She might be playing Carly Cooper. She might be playing Carly Cooper. You said she might be a. She might be playing Carly Cooper. Okay. It often sounds like her. It sounds like Carly Cooper. No, we're gonna see lanterns. You know. I think she's playing Carly Cooper. She might be playing Carly Cooper. Then if that's it, that's the case. Yeah, I think that's a good. We're not. I don't think we're see Supergirl teaser Comic Con. That's two. We didn't see Superman, and that turns. Oh, 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 Divinity Speaker, sideways, sideways. Um, Divinity Speaker's a fraud. She's a fraud. Let you know she's a fraud. Divinity Speaker's a fraud. She's a fake. She's a fraud. Let you know. But if she is yeah, she's a fraud. Just let you know she's a fraud. Yeah. She's a fraud like the other ones, let you know. But yeah, we'll see sideways. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, my video is going to go up around midnight. Well, before I end this, sideways, Blind and Braille made a fake rumor on purpose. It kind of said that, Sadie's think it's going to be Charlie Cooper. Just to let you know. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.